We've all grown up believing that fruits are nature's medicine. Bright, sweet, full of vitamins. But what if I told you some of the most common fruits in your kitchen could actually be quietly draining your energy, messing with your medication, or even damaging your organs? As we age, our bodies become more sensitive. Our kidneys don't filter like they used to. Our blood sugar responds differently, and our digestion slows down. That means foods we once handled with ease can now cause unexpected harm, especially if you're living with diabetes, heart conditions, or reduced kidney function. Let me tell you a quick story. One of our viewers, a retired school teacher in her 70s, reached out and said, "I've been eating the same fruit every morning for years. Then suddenly I started feeling lightheaded and tired all the time. Turns out the fruit she thought was boosting her health was actually interfering with her blood pressure meds. And she's not alone. Most seniors have no idea that certain healthy fruits can clash with their prescriptions or overload their body with sugars and minerals it can no longer handle efficiently. In this video, we're going to look at 5 fruits older adults should think twice before eating. And more importantly, I'll share smart, safe alternatives you can enjoy without sacrificing taste or nutrition. You might be surprised which fruits made the list, especially number 5. It's one that's often recommended as a health food. Before we begin, drop a comment below and let me know where you're watching from. I love seeing how far our global community of healthy seniors reaches. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss practical, science-backed senior health tips like this one. Now let's start with the first fruit on our list. Fruit number 1, the tropical danger. Hiding in plain sight. Star fruit. It glistens like a jewel, shaped like a star, and often shows up in fruit salads or tropical smoothies. But for older adults, star fruit isn't just another exotic treat. It could be a silent health hazard waiting to strike. Let's call it what it is, a beautiful assassin. Star fruit contains a natural neurotoxin called caramboxin. If your kidneys are in good shape, they can filter it out without a problem. But here's the issue. 1 in 3 seniors has reduced kidney function and doesn't even know it. For them, eating star fruit can cause that toxin to build up in the body, attacking the nervous system. What happens then? You might feel lightheaded, foggy, nauseous. In serious cases, it can trigger seizures, or even lead to coma. That's exactly what happened to Mr. George, a 72-year-old retired gardener in Malaysia. He loved tropical fruits and had star fruit trees in his backyard. He thought nothing of plucking a few and juicing them each morning. But after a few days, he began stumbling, slurring his words and forgetting simple things. His family feared he was having a stroke. But it wasn't a stroke, it was the star fruit. Doctors later discovered that George had mild, undiagnosed kidney disease. The neurotoxin built up silently until his body couldn't take it anymore. Sadly, his story isn't rare. The National Kidney Foundation has warned that even just half a star fruit can trigger neurological symptoms in people with impaired kidneys. And here's the scary part. Early kidney problems often go unnoticed. Feeling tired all the time? Puffy ankles, needing to urinate more or less than usual? These might be signs your kidneys are struggling. If you're a fan of tropical fruits, don't worry. You don't have to give them up entirely. Just make safer swaps. Try Asian pears, crisp, refreshing, and kidney-friendly. Or go for dragon fruit, which offers the same exotic flair without the neurotoxic risks. Remember, not all fruits are created equal, especially after 60. Have you or someone you know ever had a strange reaction to a tropical fruit? Tell us in the comments. Your story might help someone else. Fruit number 2, the surprising citrus that could be wrecking your gut. Oranges. They're bright, juicy, and praised as immune system superheroes. Oranges are often the go-to fruit for fighting colds and boosting vitamin C. But for many seniors, this popular citrus could be doing more harm than good. You see, oranges come with 3 hidden dangers, and if you're over 60, they might already be affecting you without your knowledge. Let's start with the gut. As we age, the ring-like muscle that blocks stomach acid from rising, called the lower esophageal sphincter, begins to weaken. That means acidic foods like oranges can easily trigger acid reflux, heartburn, or that burning feeling in your throat. In fact, studies show that over 60% of adults over age 60 experience acid reflux regularly, and citrus fruits are among the top culprits. Take Margaret, a 73-year-old grandmother from Minnesota. Every morning she sipped on a tall glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, believing it was helping her stay strong through flu season. But night after night, she found herself jolted awake by searing pain in her chest and throat. I thought it was just part of getting older, she said. But when I stopped drinking orange juice, it all went away. Then there's the medication problem. According to the Mayo Clinic, oranges, especially orange juice, can interfere with how your body absorbs dozens of common medications, including blood pressure pills, statins, and certain antidepressants. If you take your meds within 2 hours of consuming oranges, you might be cutting their effectiveness in half without realizing it. And we're not done yet. Citrus acid is also rough on aging teeth. As enamel wears down with age, exposing dentin underneath, seniors are more prone to tooth sensitivity, erosion, and decay. Daily exposure to the acid in oranges can quietly erode your dental health over time. So, what can you do instead? You don't need oranges to get your vitamin C fix. Try red bell peppers. They actually contain more vitamin C than oranges and are much gentler on your stomach. Another great option is kiwi, a nutrient-dense fruit with a tropical tang, but far less acidity. If you absolutely love oranges and don't want to give them up, here are a few safety tips. Don't eat them on an empty stomach. Dilute orange juice with water to cut down acidity. Use a 1-to-1 ratio. And never take medications within 2 hours of consuming citrus. Have you ever noticed stomach discomfort or tooth sensitivity after eating oranges? Let us know in the comments. Your story might help someone else avoid the same mistake. Fruit number 3, the sweet snack that can hijack your blood sugar. Grapes. They're small, convenient, and feel like the perfect guilt-free treat. Pop a few grapes and you're good to go, right? Not so fast. Grapes may look innocent, but they're one of the sneakiest traps for seniors managing blood sugar. Let's break it down. Just one handful of grapes can contain more natural sugar than you might expect, the equivalent of 4 sugar cubes. And because grapes have a high glycemic index, that sugar hits your bloodstream fast, leading to sudden energy crashes, mood swings, and over time, serious complications like nerve damage, blurry vision, and fatigue. This is especially concerning for older adults, as nearly half of Americans over 65 are living with either diabetes or prediabetes. Take Patricia, 68, from Chicago. She ditched her usual cookies and replaced them with a bowl of grapes, thinking it was a smart move. But instead of steady energy, she started feeling tired and foggy. Her blood sugar levels became unstable, and her doctor noticed early signs of retinal stress in her eyes. "I thought I was doing something healthy," she said. "I had no idea grapes could spike my blood sugar like that." But sugar isn't the only concern. Grapes are also a choking hazard. As we age, our swallowing reflex slows, and smooth, round fruits like grapes can easily slip into the throat and get stuck. In fact, the National Safety Council has recorded a sharp rise in choking incidents involving grapes among older adults in recent years. So what's a better choice? If you love bite-sized fruit, go for blueberries or raspberries. They're lower in sugar, rich in fiber, and packed with antioxidants that support memory and brain health. You could also try melon cubes. They give you the same sweet satisfaction, but with much better sugar control and hydration benefits. If you must eat grapes, here are 3 safety tips. Always cut them into quarters to minimize choking risk. Limit your portion to just 6 grapes at a time. Pair them with a protein like a slice of cheese or a handful of nuts. This helps slow down the sugar absorption and prevents blood sugar spikes. Ever had a surprising reaction to eating grapes? Maybe dizziness or a sugar crash? Share your story in the comments. It might help someone else make a smarter choice. Fruit number 4, the summer favorite that can upset your body's balance. Watermelon. When summer hits, watermelon is the go-to treat. Cool, juicy, and naturally sweet. It feels like the perfect way to stay refreshed and hydrated on a hot day. But here's a surprising fact. For seniors, watermelon can actually cause serious problems, especially if you're dealing with heart conditions, kidney troubles, or diabetes. Although watermelon is over 90% water, it packs a powerful punch of natural sugar and potassium. And that combination can upset your body's delicate fluid balance and send your blood sugar soaring, sometimes as quickly as soda. According to the American Diabetes Association, just 2 cups of watermelon can raise blood sugar as much as a sugary soft drink. That's a big deal if you're managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Let me tell you about Betty, 78, from Arizona. She ate watermelon every day during the summer, thinking it was the healthiest way to stay hydrated. But within days, she noticed her legs swelling and felt short of breath. At the hospital, doctors found her body was holding on to too much fluid, putting extra strain on her heart. What Betty didn't realize is that watermelon's high water and potassium content can cause fluid retention, especially dangerous if you're on heart meds or diuretics. And here's another hidden risk. Seniors with kidney problems might struggle to process all that potassium. Since nearly 40% of adults over 65 have reduced kidney function, eating too much potassium-rich food like watermelon can lead to irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and even heart failure in severe cases. So how can you stay hydrated and refreshed without these risks? Try cucumber slices infused in water, naturally hydrating but without the sugar rush, or snack on frozen berry chunks for a sweet, blood sugar-friendly alternative. If watermelon is your favorite, follow these safety tips. Limit your serving to half a cup at a time. Always pair it with a protein source like nuts or cheese to slow down sugar absorption. Avoid eating watermelon late in the evening to minimize fluid retention overnight. Have you ever felt bloated or noticed blood sugar spikes after enjoying watermelon? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help others stay healthy. Fruit number 5, the daily habit that could endanger your heart. Bananas are everywhere. Easy to grab, naturally sweet, and packed with potassium, a mineral vital for heart and muscle function. But here's the twist. For many seniors, especially those with kidney or heart conditions or those on certain medications, too much potassium can be downright dangerous. As we age, our kidneys gradually lose their ability to filter and balance potassium levels efficiently. Studies show about 40% of adults over 65 have some degree of reduced kidney function, often without any obvious symptoms. When excess potassium builds up in the blood, it causes a condition called hyperkalemia. This can lead to irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. Take James, 74, from Texas. He ate 2 bananas every day for years, thinking they gave him a natural energy boost. One morning, he suddenly felt dizzy, weak, and noticed his heart racing. At the hospital, tests revealed dangerously high potassium levels. His doctor warned him to cut back on bananas immediately to protect his heart. But potassium isn't the only concern. Bananas also contain a lot of natural sugar. Because their carbohydrates digest quickly, they can spike blood sugar, especially in seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes. This sudden surge often leads to a quick energy crash, leaving you feeling more exhausted than before. So what's a safer energy-boosting alternative? Try berries like strawberries or blueberries. They're rich in antioxidants and vitamins but low in potassium. If you love the creamy texture of bananas, consider baked sweet potatoes. They release energy slowly and provide fiber that helps stabilize blood sugar. If you can't give up bananas entirely, here are some tips to enjoy them safely. Limit your intake to half a banana per serving. Avoid eating bananas on an empty stomach. Always consult your doctor if you take medications that affect potassium levels, such as diuretics or blood pressure drugs. Have you or someone you know ever felt tired, dizzy, or experienced heart palpitations after eating bananas? Share your story in the comments. It might help others stay safe and healthy. Now that we've explored these 5 fruits that can pose hidden health risks for seniors, let's take a moment to recap some key insights to help you make safer, smarter fruit choices as you age. Why seniors need to be more careful about fruits. You might wonder, aren't fruits always healthy? The truth is, while fruits are loaded with vitamins and nutrients, not all fruits affect our bodies the same way, especially as we get older. As we age, several important changes happen in our bodies. Slower metabolism, our body processes food more slowly. Sensitive digestion, the digestive system becomes more delicate. Organ function decline. Kidneys, heart, and liver work harder and less efficiently. Fruits that were fine when you were in your 30s or 40s might suddenly cause problems in your 60s or beyond. For example, kidney function slows down, making it harder to filter excess potassium found in bananas, watermelon, and avocados, or toxins like caramboxin in starfruit. Increased sugar sensitivity means fruits high in natural sugar like grapes and watermelon can spike blood sugar dangerously for those with insulin resistance or diabetes. Weaker digestion means acidic fruits, such as oranges and papaya, may trigger acid reflux or stomach discomfort. Medication interactions. Some fruits, including oranges and papayas, can interfere with common medications like blood pressure or blood-thinning drugs, leading to serious complications. Understanding these changes doesn't mean you have to avoid fruits altogether. It means you just need to choose wisely and eat them the right way. The myth, natural always means safe. Many believe that if a food is natural, it must be healthy, but that's not always true. Honey is natural but still sugar, which can raise blood sugar levels. Nuts are natural but calorie-dense, potentially causing weight gain or digestion issues if overeaten. Salt is natural too, but too much can lead to high blood pressure. Fruits follow the same logic. What's healthy for one person might not be ideal for another, especially at different life stages. What fruits are best for seniors? Instead of focusing only on what to avoid, here are some fruits that are generally safer and beneficial for seniors. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. Low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and excellent for brain health. Apples, high in fiber, low in sugar, and good for digestion. Just remember to chew well or slice them. Pears, similar to apples but softer, making them easier to digest. Kiwi, packed with vitamin C but gentler on the stomach than citrus fruits. Melons, cantaloupe, honeydew. Lower in sugar than watermelon, hydrating and delicious. Final thoughts. As we age, our metabolism slows and organs have to work harder. So a snack that was once harmless can now bring unexpected problems. The good news? There are always tasty, safe alternatives. Swap. Oranges for bell peppers for vitamin C. Watermelon for cucumbers to stay hydrated without sugar spikes. Grapes for berries to protect your blood sugar levels. Small changes like these can make a huge difference in your daily well-being. Your health is too precious to take unnecessary risks. By making informed choices and paying attention to how your body reacts, you can continue to enjoy delicious foods while staying safe and healthy. Have you noticed any changes in how fruits affect you as you've gotten older? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help others in our community. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more health tips designed especially for seniors. Stay informed, stay empowered, and most importantly, stay healthy. Your future self will thank you for the smart choices you make today.